Okay, today we will have a look about the Imos ecosystem, so the products which can be configured for your own ecosystem in the furniture industry. The first part will be for sure the typical Cad Cam technology, design and get production data. In step 2, we will do an offline planning of a kitchen. Step 3 will be the online option for B2B business. Step 4 is an online B2C solution. And finally, in step 5, we will have a look how this can be integrated automatically in your processes via an integration server.
Session number 1, Design to Machine.
Okay, we will start now with Imos Cad Cam. The first part will be the article designer. This module allows us to create new articles. We are always working in a 3D environment, and hereby we can change the lengths, widths and depths. These can be configured all the time with new sizes. After this, the cube is changing the dimension according to my new input, and I'm able to configure this article. I start first with a C connection, and then I'm going to have also a toe kick involved in with an insert base. I take to the left and right side panel, and next also to the bottom and top shelf. After this, I'm going to divide this article into 2 sections. The lower section is fixed, the top section is adjustable. I just take into the lower zone, take to the back panel, and then also I'm going to divide this lower zone into 2 sections with a vertical partition, left and right section. I'm going to have here 2 drawers involved in, same to the right side. 1 to 1 means both drawers has the same dimension. The top zone is also going to get a division. Here I'm going to have a middle section and top section. I'm also have here a fixed shelf involved in, and then I'm going to have here back panel, and the same for the top one. If I'm finished with my article, I'm giving a name over here. In this case, I call it the element 25. Save it as an article, put it into my environment, and now the article is beginning to build up again. I can see my connectors. I'm also going to change my edges in front. Here I can add different options. So from linear, I change the contour to a curve contour. Same I'm going to have with the second shelf. And in this way, I have also these options here finished. Next, we can see also here the drawers. Here I have a typical headish drawer, or grass drawer, I think. If I'm not really know what is it, I can tick on this connection scan here, and the connection scan give me the option to see all the hardware which is available, as well as which hardware is involved in this cabinet. Here I have the drawers, for example. I tick to the left lower drawer. I'm choosing here Plum as a drawer supply. I tick to this plum, and in this case it's only give me the options for those connectors which are available for this typical section. I am choosing the handle, and now the new drawers coming up from company Plum in this example. Next is I go to the different options to show this in a realistic style. I always have the option to look around how this looks like and how this works. And now I'm going to have also Second article, I again start the article designer, changing the sizes, and I'm going to have a right and left side article now for my TV unit. Here I change it to 400 millimeters in the width. I'm going to have only here a right side panel and some shelves. Because of I called it an C connection, the connectors to the main unit comes automatically. Here's the C connection, and I save this article under new name. I call it element 26. Save it, and now it comes in to my CAD environment. Builds up, and automatically the connection here will be supplied to all the panels. Next is the C connection is refreshing all the articles and all the elements, and here we can see also that the connectors automatically apply from the right side. Now I'm going to have also a left side article. Again, I'm going to have different sizes, 500, 2200 in the height, 600 depths, and I'm going to have 2 boxes available with some doors. So I tick to the left side panel. I make a linear division. In this case, I just divide it into 5 zones. The first one is flexible, second one is fixed by 400, then a flexible one, another one for 400 millimeter, and then I have here 5 zones. I'm going to have here a back panel and top shelf and bottom shelf plus a door. And exactly this configuration can be copied automatically to the lower section. So I'm just going above here, copy it, and paste it over here, and now the same configuration has been placed to this second zone. Save it under the new name, call it elements 27, and now I'm just drop it into the Imos CAD environment, and automatically it applies also here the connection to the main unit. I can change it to a realistic view. If this is done, I have different options to just have a look how this unit works. I can have an animation here and look how the doors are opening. Same I can do with the drawers, and here also we can see the different connectors or the different drawers from different companies. The lower one is a grass one with glasses, and the top one comes from Blum, where we did the changes last time. So the opening is a different one here. Also there is an article nameplate with Blum on it. So here we have different articles as well as different drilling pictures for the main article. I also can do here the output for this article. I'm giving a name, call it TV unit. I'm asking for the CNC files, calculation of this article, as well as the single part drawings and barcodes. In this case, I'm asking for QR code. And last but not least, I'm also going to have a rendering available after getting the production information. We are now saving this article. The first is the CAM Center comes up and asks me for what kind of machines I like to have my CNC files. Here are different options from Biesse, HOMAG, SCM, IMA, AES. All those are available. I'm choosing now here HOMAG machine, and here we can see the processing of the CNC files. It is now creating for each panel a CNC file plus the labels. If this is done, we will get also the single part drawings done by the documentation. Now the document manager opens and it creates now all the documentation for production. Last but not least, we can do also rendering. Therefore, we can just apply some decoration, TV, some flowers, books, and so on. And then the rendering comes up and we will have here a rendering available which lasts maximum 1 minute for this kind of configuration. Quite fast. So in the bottom right corner we can see the timer is running. And after a minute we should be finished with a picture which we can use for at least some quotations in the documentation later on. We can see the progress. We have 4 levels of rendering, and after level 5 we will finish it and we will save it to the same folder where our production dates are involved in. Finish now, and now we will save this picture. Next, as we open our organizer, we go to the order manager, and here we have now the TV unit order, and we can see also here the information of this typical unit. We have 3 articles involved in. We can see the cost per item. We can add on here the commission number, just make the date as commission number, for example, customer names, typical series numbers, colors, whatever we want. I'm always going to have here customer name and also the processor, so the sales or designer's name. We will load up the rendering picture as an image, and then we will save it. And then we have on the left button our order information, prices, client number, and so on. Next is we going to change the customer name, save it again. We can see the calculation principles. Here also we have the option to change the profit and the discounts we like to give to the client. Therefore, the principles can be changed part-wise, or we have also different calculation principles available. We do a new calculation, and after this we have the new prices in our organizer. Here's now the new price calculation with VAT taxes as well as with our profits. So we can see exactly the cost of production, we can see our trade discounts, and we can see our profits. Next is we're going to have the reports available. We start, of course, with the documentation with the barcodes. The next is we ask for a quotation with an image. We will ask for the part dimensions, quantity survey. We ask for the cutting list for the typical purchase parts, loading list, and so on. Then Imos is going to create those information from the database. The first one is, of course, the barcode. Here we can see the QR codes for each panel. We can go through, and then we will have for each panel a label with the position number, with sizes, and here, for example, with the machine CNC data, we have here the sizes before and after edge bending. We can see the edge bending information on each corner, on each side. Then also we will see here the grain direction and also the barcode number, which is the same like the CNC file number. If I open this 1002 from the database and scan the barcode, it automatically opens this CNC number or the CNC file which belongs to this label. I click on it, I open the barcode, and the barcode leads me to the CNC file, and automatically it will open the machine software. In this case, we have chosen a homework machine. By the same time, then it opens the worktop solution from the CNC machine. Here is the folder with all the CNC files. There's homework folder, and now I have to look for the same barcode number 1002, and then it comes up on the machine side. Here we have the same panel with all those drawings, with the drilling information, with the grooving information. We can see in the left top corner the CNC barcode number. We have here all the drilling information, all the steps. If I'm going to open the same with a drawing, we have here a documentation where we have all the panels from each article listed down in a legend with all the fittings. We have an explosion view, and if I go to the next pages, we have here the barcode numbers, the rendering accordingly, and then each panel has a single part drawing with all those dimensioning and information for. On each drawing we have also the barcode number. Here is the panel number, where we have the 1002. Let's have a look. Here's the second article with all the drawings, and the third article with the other drawings, again here with the legend of the panels and the connectors. Finally, here is the barcode number 1002. Same, I have it also saved as a picture. We have here the same information on it, and therefore we can go through and have also here a look for the single part drawings. This is my article on my panel number 1002, same like we got in the CNC file. Next is I'm able to open the reports. First is the cutting list. This cutting list has the content of all the material and all the panels, which is part of my order. We have the material number, the part number, length, width, thickness, and of course quantity. These lists can be saved as an Excel, PDF, or Word file, or we can just share it with our ERP solution. The next one will be the purchase parts order list. Here we have all the hardware which is part of my configuration of my article. We can see also the quantity, description, article numbers, manufacturer name, as well as the pictures from the catalog. The next one is the loading list. Loading is also quite interesting because here are the articles listed down, as well as the sizes, and also we can calculate the kilograms consisting from the consumption of material. And finally, a very interesting report is the quantity survey. In the quantity survey, we have here the complete consumption of these 3 units. We have here consumption of 19.1 square meter panel, divided in different articles, different panels, 5mm back panel, 90mm. We have 55 meters of edge banding. We have here 3 different edge banding involvement. And then finally also we have 386 pieces of connectors. Each connector, each screw is listed down here with the consumption, prices, and so on. And then also Imos is able to calculate the manufacturing costs. So we are able to calculate the time for production, and if we can have a time, we also can calculate a price for it, because every minute has a value. So here we have the information for the edge banding, for example, how long does it take for the CNC operations and all the drillings, assembly costs, and finally also the loading time for. This can be also saved as an Excel, PDF and Word document. And then also finally we have the quotation. Let's go up to 200%. Here we have the quotation with the rendering we did. And then also we have all the units listed down with the picture of the configuration, the number, element 25, 26, 27. And for each element of each unit we have here price. Finally we got also the VAT taxes involved in and then an order price. Yeah. This can be shared now with a customer and then we are ready for production. If the customer send us the order, we can add this information to the production and automatically Imos will generate all the production data and share it with our production facilities. And we are ready for the production now.
Session number 2, Imos iX Plan.
Imos iX Plan. First we will start with the organizer and start here a new order. We just name this order, let's say kitchen number 1 for example, and then we give here some additional information for the order process, commission number, client name of the customer, as well as the address data and so on. So here I just tick in my name as a designer for this kitchen, save it. Left bottom corner we can see the overview of the order. We are able here to go in and put in the address data for the customer, save it, and then we start that in Imos Plan. It opens the Imos Plan environment, and here we are able to start with a room planning. The first is here we have different options to design a new room. This can be done via a polyline or like here in a new room directly. We can tick to the left side of the wall. We can change the wall size, the thickness, the height. Top wall can be also changed like this. And after this, of course, we can set in some doors. The library comes together with Imos Plan. And here also the doors, by drag and drop, we are able to give this to a new position. You can correct the distance to the wall, you can change the size of the door. And if you tick to the outside, then the room ticks to the outside. The doors open to the outside, opposite also happens. Same with the window. The library is here, we just check this window out here, tick it into the room. Give them a right position from the corner like this, and of course we can just drag and drop them to have later on a nice rendering with the sun environment. Once we change to the 3D view, the walls in front of you are hidden. We can change now the wall color. Let's go for a dark one, and here we are now able to start with the kitchen design. We are open the configurator and it comes directly up with the kitchen dialog or with the catalog dialog, and this is the global settings. Here we can pre-select the complete kitchen in what kind of colors the door should be, what kind of colors the worktop should be, and of course what kind of handles are involved in. Tick it, apply it, and then we have here on the right side the kitchen catalog. Exactly the same catalog which we are having in the CAD and in the net environment. We can just go down and go to the sub-catalogs and then choose different articles, changing the sizes, and then take it into the room, and it will come automatically with my global settings. So with the pre-selection of white khakis, of the magnolia door and the worktop from stone. The catalog also allows us to have a searching function, like here, cooking. Just select the appliances, tick it to the wall, and when it comes in here, it snaps together with magnetic functions, and automatically the worktop is extending and the toe kick. Next is we are going to ask for a corner cabinet. Just tick in a corner and then it gives us here a selection of all the corner cabinets which are part of my catalog. Jump it in and then it is magnetic together, and same like before, it built up the cabinet with white carcase and magnolia doors. I'm choosing now a sink unit. Here we can change sizes again. We can choose sinks and then again it comes into my kitchen environment. In this way we can easily make also an L-shaped kitchen. The cutout for the cooking field and for the sink comes automatically. Next I'm going to have another cabinet by side. If I tick to the plus, it comes in with the default size. If I tick to the name, then the configurator comes up. And here I can resize all the measurements. So make a smaller one, place it over here. And now another nice function is copy article. So the same configuration can be copied one more time, snap it together, and then also this cabinet will be part of the kitchen L shape. One more time, copy article. And now we see that the cabinet is not matching the same size like the opposite one. Therefore, another function is stretching article. In this way, we can stretch an article quite easily to get them into the same size. And now it's reconfigured. Now we are going to have a panel, an end panel. We just drop in here the new size, so the typical plus the smaller cabinet. And what we can see now here is the worktop is extending automatically according to the new panel. Same happens to the left side. Here we do not have to resize the panel, so tick on plus and the panel comes in. Worktop is also an important issue. Here we are also able to split the worktop. We select the part. We have here a function called splitting principles. It gives us some typical cutting lines, and then also we can choose the way of how we like to split these articles. And here we can see also the typical corner cutout for these worktops. Next is I like to place some wall units. I tick in the size. I have here pre-selection. I can configure the article and change here the door style. Let's have a glass one. I like to have some spotlights and some top lights involved in. And then it comes to the same size according to my configuration, and we just place it. I like to copy this article again, so do not have to configure it. And then just place it next by. One more. Copy article and then just add it to the kitchen. Next is I like to have also a backsplash panel. I can choose the materials. Could be a glass, could be also some particle board, or like this we have here some tiles available. Take the white tiles, place it to the kitchen. And then of course it is not in the right size. So here again we go for the stretching mode. We have here the option of stretching this article to the height and to the width. One more time, the height, and then we have this backsplash also available. I like to have also a coffee machine and some tall units. So I just tick in here the size, and now I go to the global settings and like to have for the next planning cabinets a different door style. I like to have some wooden structure. I choose this Wenger mat, and now I'm going to start with an end panel. Tick it in. It is changing direction automatically. Next I'm choosing here a cabinet. Also for the tall units we have the option here of take some lights on top. So here's the top light available. And we see now it comes in with a new global setting of the door style. I'm choosing now here an unit with a coffee machine and an oven. Again, we have to tick the lights and then place it into the kitchen. Again, we can copy the article, the first article which is over there. So just copy article, take it, and then place it next to the coffee machine. Same with the side panel. Copy the article and the side panel will be also available. Okay. Fine, now we are finished with the gross kitchen. I like to also extend here the worktop, so I tick to the edge. And here I can move the edge, and here I can put a distance in, let's say 500 millimeter, 400, 500. Tick on OK, and then automatically the edge is applying. It is now a straight edge, so I like to have also a curved edge involved in. So I go to the contour here, and here are some pre-selections of different contours. So I can also make a curved edge for this extension. And I'm finished now with my small L-shaped island. I save the kitchen, and with the savement, now we have a complete kitchen in our database. After saving, I would like to go for some additional information for this specific kitchen. I'm going to insert the infrastructure elements. So I go for decoration, and here in the decoration we also have the installation part, and there we can add some suction, some switches. So the power supply is here. Just take it from the catalog and place it to the wall, to the place I like to have them. And automatically later on we will get also an elevation view with the dimension of this power installation plan. Same we do for the right side, for the wall units with glasses and with the lights. For the hood also we have to have one power supply. And finally also we will do some into the niche, number 1 and number 2. Zoom in a bit and change the view a bit to make it more easy to get them to the wall. And here we are. Of course, we can add some additional information for my infrastructure here. We can hide this unit here. Just go to this isolation, and then we add here, for example, the gas supply or the water supply, power supply for an oven. So all this can be selected from the catalog and easily just take it and place it to the wall. And later on also we have this power supply available in our elevation view. So it doesn't matter if it's gas, if it's a water supply, or for a hood, the hole, or we just take here also a different power supply. And then once it's available and we are finished with this one here, we can replace them, or we just leave it like this, and we show the element again, so the cabinet, and show it again, and now we have here the complete kitchen with our infrastructure available. We can also place and switch to the door, for example, and some additional power sockets. So this is now the kitchen. The next I like to do is also that I like to have here some design elements involved in. So we go for the decoration. We have here some mixed decoration available for typical kitchen apply or kitchen accessory. So here are some bread and butter, some fruits, some newspapers. All this are here from the catalog, just by drag and drop it. It is not that important for the production, but it's nice to have them also for the rendering available. So here are all those options available. Some flowers, you can place it also to the floor. Okay, have it here. Next, this has switch off. Next, we are also going here to have the option of searching functions. Just tick in bar, and we have here now a bar chair. For the bar chair is tricky because it has an orientation. We just tick it into the room. We go to the wall to give them the right orientation, one more. And then also the bar chair is into the right position. We can add here also some plants or some fridges. So here just tick fridge in, and then by plug and play, place it to the kitchen. Quite interesting to do so. Plant, and then here are lights. We have here some lights available. Let's take a big one for the kitchenelle. Yeah, place it here. And then also some standing lights are available. It's just a drag and drop from the catalog. Make it a bit more realistic also to have here some plants. So put plants in, plants on floor, and then just drag and drop the plants to this kitchen design. One more. Okay. Save this kitchen. And next, we are going to have here an easel view available. A nice function also that we can animate the cabinets. So here, just tick to the door and to the drawers. And then we also can see what kind of hardware is behind. One more drawer. Okay. Open and close is also available. Next is we are going to have a rendering. So let's go into position. For rendering, it's always important to have a nice perspective. To do so, we no need to have a camera. We just take the screen, and then we go here for perspective view. And automatically we will have a perspective view with the ceiling and the lights from the ceiling. Okay, switch this edge off. And then we are going to just do the rendering. If we are happy with this perspective, we are opening here the option that the environment is switched on. So we are able here to have also the sun come in. We choose a perspective picture behind the windows, brightness scale. Let's go for 9 or 8 point something, 8.6 sometimes is quite good. Save it, switch off, and now start the rendering by just tick here to the render options and have a big rendering, for example. And then it takes roughly 2 to 3 minutes. Then the rendering comes up. Here you can see the rendering has different levels, level 1 to 5. And the rendering, of course, the resolution depends on the time, how long you are going for rendering. What we can see is the high gloss door material. We can see the wooden structure in a matte material. The glass also is reflecting the lights. The lights are shining. It's quite bright. If this rendering is good enough for me to do a quotation, then I just leave it like it is. After finishing the rendering, we can save this as a picture. Takes a bit of time to have this rendering available. Important in Imos plan is that we are going, or we would like to have a rendering available within the next 2 to 3 minutes, so that the customer in front of us is not waiting so long to get his quotation. So now in level 4, one more time, going to level 5 now, hopefully soon. Finish rendering, just go for save this picture. It comes directly to the same folder like we start in the organizer. Save it, and now we are finished with rendering. We can now switch back to the plan view, and now we have here the drawing options. Just tick to the drawing view, and automatically Imos will create the floor plan and the elevations. Takes also some minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, and here's now the floor plan with all the dimensions, the elevations, number 1, number 2, and then the last one. Imos is just doing the elevations for the views which has a content of furniture, so should be quite fast. And now finally also we get here a PDF file with the drawing and with our logo, and of course with our name on it. It's now creating the drawing view, and then we can open here the different views, zoom in here, and then we can see the sizes of each option. The blue one are for the units, the green one is a wall one, and the magenta one is a wall units and tall units. Here is a floor plan. It comes automatically as a PDF file if you want to, so we can export it. Same with the other views. Another option is also that we are able to refresh these elevation, and by refreshing also we can ask for the coloration, and then we can just show the customer the elevation including the colors. So now it takes time to get the colors from the database into this view, and now right bottom corner we can see that the coloration is under process. Here's now the coloration available, so the glasses and the fronts are available. And then we are going back and have here also the last elevation available. Save it, finished, and let's switch back. Here's a floor plan and then the elevation. This can be saved also as a picture, and of course the rendering out of our folder. We switch back to the organizer. In the organizer, quite simple, we just make a refresh to get the complete content, tick on content, and here we have each article from our kitchen. So first we start with the purchase parts, and then all the articles comes in with the name, size of course, and with configuration. We can now go for calculation, and then the complete kitchen will be calculated. We can see now that the calculation is give us the cost for each article, as well as we are involved the VAT cost and the sales price. We are able to go in here and upload the rendering, save the rendering in our organizer, and then quite simple, just go for the reports and open the quotation. Okay. Now the report will be generated. We have here now the quotation, of course, with the address data, supply data. We can change now the scale here. We have here the name of the customer automatically. We have the rendering involved in, and then each article in line with a sales price. And finally also we can see here the VAT cost and the final price for the complete kitchen, in this case 15,500 euro. Switch back to the whole picture, and here are the three slides, so we can save them also as an Excel, PDF or Word. If the customer agrees to order this kitchen, then we are quite happy. We can export this kitchen design to our factory, and now Imos collect all the data. We will zip them together, and then once this is finished, it will be uploaded to the integration server and to the cloud. And now from this time on, the production data are available for the
Session number 3, Imos Net B2B.
Let's start with Imos Net B2B online planning tool. The first thing is we can open the shop system. We import here username and password, and behind the password we have saved all the catalogs and prices. The first is we will add here a new name for the project, K1 Kitchen, for example. And then the next is we can see a catalog configuration and the room planning modus. We start the room planner. And the first thing is what we can do. We can stretch the room. We can modify the size of the room. We can angle any walls. Split the walls like this one here. Tick to the wall. Here. And now we have a button called split wall. And then we have the option here to just change the angle of any walls and so on. First is we can also now change here the design of the floor and of course the wall colors, and also here different wallpaper. Just tick to any color and then we can switch it off and ask for additional objects. Typical objects are windows, doors, curtains and so on. So tick in here door, and I'd like to have also window involved in. We can put a carpet in here. Tick to the carpet and we move it to a place where it should be. And then we can change into the 3D modus here. With the mouse and cursor we can change the perspective, and here we also are able to resize the window and give them a new position. Tick to the window by itself. No, go in, yeah. Tick to the window and then we can here have different sizes available, give them a new position. We go back to the objects and add here some gardens, curtains. Also these gardens can be customized. Just place them in front of the window, and then here also we can change color of the gardens, sizes, height and so on according this window needs. Okay, open and close it. Fine. Change the view. There are many more options available in this typical objects. Just go through here, some sofas, tables available. Even just a picture is available. Just tick it to the wall and then the picture is here. You can resize it, you can reposition it. Yeah, have also, let's put a table inside, tick in here, and then also we can replace it. Let's change to the top view. It's more easy to give them a right position. Okay. Now once this room is fine with us, we are now going to a position where we can design a kitchen. Start with a corner cabinet, and now we can see that the kitchen catalog and the content is exactly the same like we are working with in Imos Cad or in Imos Plan. Same functions like in Imos Plan. We have here the presettings or the global settings of the door material, the carcase material. Here we have the carcase, just tick it white, as well as the handles. We apply it. And now we have preset all the cabinet designs. Then we go to the catalog and exactly the same options are available. We have here the catalog with these subcatalogs, and we can use also search functions. Just tick in here a corner unit, place it to the room, and now it's building up this unit in a 3D module, and it comes into the room. We tick to the unit and then again we can now reposition it. Just tick to the wall and then it's changing this the rotation. Sometimes it's more easy to do that from the top view, so here just change to the top view so we can see from both options or from both views. We can have here the planning. Just stick it to the corner and we will finish with it. Next is we are choosing some additional drawers, same like before. 2DR is a code for the drawer with two drawers. Added to the basket, it jumps in with the default size, same like in Imos iX plan. Then it builds up the unit in the room. Then again tick it and also place it close to the corner unit. And now we have here the same functions, a bit different, but works in the same way. We snap together the cabinets, and also here we can just copy an article and place the article over there. One more, and here we go with the last unit for the left side. We are able to copy one more for the L-shaped unit or for the L-shaped kitchen. Again, tick to the unit, and then it rotates by itself once we catch the wall. Next, we are going for the cooking unit. Just type in cooking, and then we have here the same options. You can choose here the appliances, oven, cooking field, and add it to the basket. And now the cooking unit will be part of my kitchen. We just move it to the wall, it rotates by itself and then snaps together, and we have it now in line. We just copy one more article to the right side of this cooking unit, and here we are. Next is I like to have also a tall unit with a coffee machine involved in, so we are going in here, configure the tall unit. We just check the appliances, and then also we can tick the lights on top. Up lights and add it to the basket, and then it comes into my kitchen environment. Here we are. Now again, place it to the right side, snap together. Let's add also an end panel. We are now in the same category of tall units, so just add it from the basket or from the catalog to the basket, jumps in and then snaps to the right side. The extension to the length comes automatically. The same will be seen on the base unit. Just type in your panel, add it to the basket, and now the left side panel is a bit smaller than it should be, but it is extended by itself. So just take it here and then snap together, and then we are having the right size for this. Now we have here the function to group articles. So we just tick to the articles where we like to have a worktop on it. So left panel, then the bottom units, and then we go to the continuous parts, choose the worktop. Now we can change, or we can choose the typical material for the worktop. So here I just took the stone one, and it configures now an L-shaped worktop for the articles, which I took a group coordination in advanced. Same we will do for the plinths. So group the articles here, one more, and now also the tall unit. And now we are choosing here the base with an offset of 20 millimeter. And here we are. Choose the material, have it a white one. And now it comes up the base panel. Okay. I go now forward and have a wall unit. So type in the typical size for my wall units. Go to configuration, and here I like to have also different styles, front styles. Let's go for a glass one. We are choosing now again the lights. We are going to have also a spotlight and an uplight. And now the article is also available. Here we can also change the distance to the floor from the bottom shelf. So here just type in 1550 millimeter. and then move it to the wall. It rotates by itself, and if I place it over here, I still have the option to remove it whenever I want. Tick it, and again change position, and fine. Now I copy the article, one more, and then place it over here. Snaps together, finished. I like to have also a shelf, so I go to the catalog and take the left side shelf, builds up by the information from the catalog, jumps into my kitchen, and also here I can move it to the wall, but I have to again change the distance to the floor. So tick it, change distance 1550 like we did for the wall units, snap together, and finish. Now I have the option here of different wallpapers, colors, so just stick to the wall, to single walls, and then here I can just change the colors according my idea, and fine. Next, I like to have also the top view, and I like to start with an island. So here I go for a sync unit, type in sync, choose my sync unit, the configurator comes up, typical size 600, I'm choosing my sync. The appliance is for sync. Let's take this Duravit here, apply it, and now this cabinet is 600mm standard wise. And from the top view, it's quite easy to rotate it. It's already in the right rotation, so I can just change my view to a 3D view and give them a new position. And I like to have also a cabinet to the left and the right side. So same like before, we take one unit, copy it, and then put it close by. But here I have to go to the top view. As you can see now, it's not rotation. It's not rotating by itself. So we just take it from the top view and go to the wall. It's flipping to the 90-degree one. And we are here now in line. Copy one more, and then also snap it together. Works fine from the top view. Zoom in, change position, and here we are, snap together. Let's have two more units to the other side. Also go for the drawer unit, but here I like to have only two units with a different door style, so I change here now the door style. I would like to have some high gloss material involved in, so take it to the high gloss, choose my colors, orange, or let's go for some gray one. Here are the gray one. Take it. I have to change the size, 900mm, because 3 × 600. And here I like to have 2 × 900 to the other side. So add it to the basket. And from the top view, it's quite easy to put it into the right position. Here we are. Now tick to the movement. Okay. One more, it snaps already. One more time. Okay, now we are just tick it to the wall. It's rotate by themselves, and then we have the same snapping function, and here we are. So now we copy the same article again, and then put it to my island. Now the island is from the cabinet perspective complete. I like to have also a side panel. Let's rotate a bit. I like to have here a side panel, but here we have to go to the catalog and ask for a bigger size. So open the catalog, type in panel, open the configurator for the panel, change sizes. We have 2 times 560 millimeters, so type in 1120. Here we are, and then add it to the basket. Then just go to the top view. Here we are. Move this article and snap it to the island. Just copy the article, take it and copy it, and then just move the same panel to the other side. Here we can also see that we have 3 units in this perspective, and from the front view we have 2 cabinets. Now we have to group the articles again, because I like to have also here in worktop and in Tokic. Take to the units here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, and the panel, yes, oh, that was the wrong one. One more, and this should be off. Go to the continuous parts and ask for a worktop, same material. Here we are, and now it comes up with the island worktop. We do now 2 more groups for the Tokic or for the plans. Group the article number 1, number 2. No, switch it off. Number 2. Okay, and now we are asked for the base offset 20 millimeter, and here we are. Choose material and have it available. In the B2B net solution, we also have some decoration material. So here, just choose kitchen category, appliances. Let's go for a fridge, for example. Just take it out of the catalog. It jumps in. Here we have different appliances, kitchen appliances. Just put it to the worktop. It snaps to the surface automatically. There's a variety of different items available. Here we have typical design elements, some bread and butter, fruits. Just drag and drop them to the worktop. There are glasses, salt and pepper, oil. All of this typical design elements are available. Not important for production, but nice for the rendering later on. Tables, chairs, all this stuff is in here. Next is we just make here a screenshot, just change the position. We can have a look here how the kitchen looks like from different perspectives, and then go in a higher perspective. Okay, let's go up a bit. Okay. From here, I just make a screenshot. Here we are. And then this screenshot is available in my basket list. I open the basket list. Here we have all the modules listed down in the way we drop them to the kitchen. And also we have the prices available. So all those positions are listed down here with the color we have chosen for. We can go to contact data. Here we have a description and the title of this order or quotation. We have here the option of the designer's name, the quotation too. So also here we have some pre-settings for the quotation, addresses and so on, contact data, and all those elements. If I have fixed the price and contact data, we just open here the quotation, and Imos will generate a PDF file for quotation. The quotation number is the same like the basket number. We have here the screenshot, and now every single module with the long text and dimensions are available, as well as with all the material which we apply to this kitchen. Finally, we have a sales price, and what we can see here is the quotation number is the same like the order number later on. We go back to the room planning system. We like to have also here some floor and elevations, floor plans. So we just go in here and ask for the elevations. Now Imos generate online the elevations and the floor plan with dimensions. We go back to the basket list. Okay, and if I go to contact data in here, and we find there also the documents, and here we have now the floor plan and the wall or the elevations with dimensions, number 1, number 2, and of course the floor plan and the renderings, or if I have a rendering or if I have a screenshot available, also we can find this under documentation. Okay, if the customer is happy with this quotation and with the price, we have here again the quotation number 238 in the end. We will start the procedure and order the basket. We accept the payment terms. We will get an order confirmation number. Just wait. Here we are. The order has an order number now. And once I tick the green button, it is now transferred to the factory. In the factory, we have the integration server. And now we can see in the integration server that the order from the online shop comes in automatically. Status is online. And here we are. We have a new order income. The SIM, the Sales Import Manager, starts the procedure and download the order, the kitchen. Automatically, it's open the Imos CAD environment, and it imports the complete kitchen with all cabinets and with all panels and save it in our database. So this takes roughly a few minutes according to the size of the kitchen, according to the numbers of articles, and of course according to all the connectors and CNC files and so on. It's now starting the procedure for finish now, and we have the order now in our database. We can see now in the lower button folder here where the TV unit is in, automatically now it starts the CNC file for. It creates a bill of material. BOM has been created for this order. And if I now go in and open the organizer, let's change to the organizer. Still downloading. Yeah, now we have here the CNC files available in the folder. The BOM data has been generated. And now we start the organizer. We go to the order manager. In the import folder, let's tick to import. Here we have the order number. And I can go to the content. On to here we have the same information like before in the Imos plan. Every single unit is listed down. We can see here the order information from the online platform. And if you go to order lines here, every single unit and hardware is listed down according to the configuration from the sales platform. We can go for reports. And we can ask for the quantity survey, and it will show us all those consumption of material according to my order from the ImosNet B2B platform. Now the report is generated or will be generated from the database. Here are the order number. Just make bigger. Here's an order number. And here's consumption of material. 230 meters of edge banding. 994 pieces of connectors. Purchase parts. Hardware is here available with prices and so on. And finally, I add this information to the production. And now the production data will be generated, and we can start the production for this order from the online. The CNC files are available, cutting list is available. So let's go on. Thank you very much.
Session number 4, iX-2019.
iX-2019, the Imos B2C platform for furniture configuration in the internet. It's an easy-to-use online product configurator where Imos will guide you through the different options for furniture. Example, Cool from Berlin for typical tables. Another example, B2B partners from the Czech Republic. And finally, also, I will show you an option from Romania dressing room. I will open this shop here now. It's a live demonstration. I go to the online shop dressing.ro. And this customer, he has two options for configure products. First are the product configurator, so pre-configured cabinets, where you can just change sizes, colors, and the look and feel, but the configuration is fixed. This one is now the Imos Net Designer, where we are able to design our own cabinet. Open this option here. Now the new cabinet comes up. I'm able to change sizes and numbers of partitions or zones. We can tick into each zone here, and then we can see there are different options available. The sub-articles can be easily by drag and drop added to the cabinet. Just place it over here. Then the field becomes red, and now we have here the option of configure the sub-article, 3 or 4 drawers and different height. I add some shelves to the middle one, and finally also some drawers to the right one. Here I double click and change to 4 drawers. Next I add here the close rail, and now my cabinet is finished according to my needs. I am also able to add some accessories here, like a trousers holder, and then we are able to configure the look and feel, so the material according our cabinet design. The price is almost the basic price, and after I finish my configuration, also after I finish my configuration of the material, the price will be changed. I'm now going into the 3D preview. Open it now, and we will see in a few seconds now here the complete 3D module of this article. 3-zone sliding door cabinet. I can hide also the doors and see the inner configuration of my article. Here we have the trousers holders and or the drawers. And finally, I'm able to choose also the profile for my handle. I add it to the basket. I get a summary here of sizes and configuration information. I can add it to the basket, and then it comes up in my basket, including the updated price for this configuration we did. It is now contacting to the online server, do the calculation according to the consumption of material and my configuration, and then we will have this article in the basket available. Here we are. I have now 2 articles in my basket. Once I'm finished with my configuration, I can go for the payment process, and I will open now here the option as an customer or as a new client. I am able to put in here my address data, and finally I can pay by credit card, MasterCard or Visa card. If this is finished, I can place my order, and then this order will be placed, will be paid by the MasterCard, and the payment process also starts the configuration process for the factory. So the online configuration comes up to the Exchange Cloud, and we will start now the integration. This is now the integration server in the customer's manufacturing plant. The order will be downloaded automatically from the portal, from the web portal. So the sales import manager starts importing the order. It will send back the confirmation to the online portal, and now we will see that Imos opens the Cad Cam basis, and it will create all the documentation. This takes a few seconds, and afterwards the software will be closed automatically, and we are going back to the integration server. Here we are. The integration server has some small iBots. These are small software robots which are just doing the jobs according the configuration we saved in the integration server. So creating the typical reports, create the NC data, also do the catalyst information for the beam saw, and now we can see on the left side that the reports coming in with the configuration information of my online sales platform. Once we open these reports, we will see the single part drawings. First, we have the manufacturing report, 3-door sliding door with all the information of each panel. The barcode numbers are involved in the drawing numbers there, and as well as the sizes and the edge bedding information. We also get an explosion view with a front, side, and top view, and then each drawing or each panel will get a single part drawing with dimensions and the barcode information accordingly. The barcode has also the information of the edge bending, sizes, and part number. And once we just scan the barcode, that could be a QR code or a typical barcode, we will get for this side panel, for example, the CNC or the NC data. In this case, it opens in a hallmark machine, and here we have the drilling pattern for the side panel, including the grooving.